Well, celebrating the new year is all about the party, but why should that party start or stop rather at midnight?
Oh no, we're going to keep it going. Here with some recommendations on how to keep the fun going into New Year's Day is food and wine expert Tanji Patton. Good morning, Tanji.
Good morning, guys. Great to see you.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's start with the all-important sparkling bubbly. What are your recommendations for a sparkling wine that's going to last from night to day?
You got it. I got you covered. Now, while the party may not be like parties of previous New Year's Eves, we're all going to celebrate nonetheless. This is one year we say good riddance to, right? So I've got you covered with two fun sparklings. You've got them both there. The first one is one that is just a delightful Prosecco. It is my go-to Prosecco, Josh Prosecco. This is a new product for Josh. If you know Josh wines, they're all fantastic. This is right from the authentic Prosecco region in Italy. Ah, Ben's got it there, yeah. And, oh no, that's the...
That's what I was thinking. This is champagne. Do you have the Prosecco? Who's got the Prosecco?
Is it in the box? I have the Josh Prosecco.
You have the Prosecco?
Yes, I have the Prosecco.
Betty took my gig.
They're both great. The Prosecco, as you know, is lower alcohol, lower calories, and the Josh is just a beautiful representation. Less than $15 a bottle.
Oh,
very easy to buy.
I like the sound of that.
Ben grabbed onto, smart man, is the La Ferrera. Now, this is a grower champagne, and what I love about grower champagnes is you've got the wine grower, the owner, in many cases, of the vineyard, producing the wine, and they are beautiful champagnes, far less expensive than if you were buying some of the name brand champagnes, and equally, in some cases, much better. PARCELLE Wines turned me on to this one. They're in your neck of the woods, guys. They're a New York company. They have same-day delivery. PARCELLE, you find them online, but they have a great selection of grower champagnes and all kinds of wine as well. So those are good guys to check out.
And it's a smaller bottle, so you can take this one from night into day, right? It's a single serve.
Throw it in your bag.
Right?
I need a straw.
You can do the half bottle, or you can do the regular size as well. You know, a lot of people are celebrating with fewer people this year, so half bottles might be a... Although I don't know about you, I open a full bottle of champagne and there's never any left over.
Right. It just always happens that way, right?
Magically.
What is it? Yeah.
All right, so we talked about the bubbly. Let's talk about another staple, the cheese plates. We know they're a staple for most parties, even virtual ones. But like I've seen happen so many times, people just leave it out. It gets dry, it goes bad. But no, you can use those leftovers the next day. How can we do it?
Yes, absolutely. How many times do you end up with like little bits and pieces?
Yes,
a little camembert, a little brie, or maybe some goat cheese, and it's not enough to do anything with? Well, you can throw it all together and put it into a blender and make an entirely different thing. Jacques Pepin made this very famous, and it's just delicious. I add a little bit of garlic. You can add vegetable broth, just a little bit, or a little bit of dry wine to it. And then you whisk it all together, and you are left with, it turns out really good. It comes together and just a creamy thing. Put it on baguettes. You can toast it in the oven for about 5-10 minutes under a broiler. They're delicious. Or it's good all by itself. If you like strong cheeses, the more garlic you put in there, the more wine you put in there, the stronger the finished product. But every single cheese in the world combines together to make an entirely delicious new dip.
That's great, because even if the cheese like gets a little weird and hard, you can still repurpose it in that way.
Yeah. If it's a hard cheese, grind it before you put it in the blender, and you'll be fine.
Okay, 3 words. Eggnog, French toast. Please explain.
Eggnog, toast, and it's topped with something really good. So all you do with this is use, how many of you get, eggnog you celebrate with, and there's quite a bit left over, by the time the holiday is over. Turn it into French toast. So you can do a traditional one, just beat some egg yolks with the eggnog, maybe toss in a little cinnamon, pumpkin pie spice, and then cook it like you normally would. And then the pièce de résistance, mix a little bourbon.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it turns out really good.
Wow.
And you just put it in a pan. Be sure you've got a nice little layer of butter in your pan so nothing sticks to it. And toss it all out, and you can serve it. And I love putting a little bourbon in the whipped cream. And guys, a little secret, if you don't have the time to get out and buy real cream and whip it, you've got the Cool Whip stuff or whatever in your refrigerator. It does wonders to mix a little bourbon with the Cool Whip, and you instantly a gourmet brunch.
Yes.
I like the way you think.
Also a great hangover meal.
Right. Hair of the dog.
Lots of sugar and richness there.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, and last but not least here, a small way to add some good luck to the new year. Betty was talking about this black-eyed peas, but with a twist, a Texas twist.
A beautiful black-eyed pea salad. This is a tradition here. We eat black-eyed peas on New Year's Day for good luck. I'll probably down a can this year. I don't know about you guys, but it makes it delicious. You can do it with chips as a dip, or you can eat it straight as a salad. It's black-eyed peas, it's corn, it's chopped red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, cilantro, lime juice, all the good stuff that you would like. And it's really healthy, lots of fiber. And I'll tell you something interesting. You guys will love this. The Texas caviar was actually invented by a native New Yorker.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
And it was first served at the Neiman Marcus in Dallas.
Oh, fancy.
So our
Wow.
caviar has a direct tie.
So Betty used to hang out.
That's high end. I was telling them
Yeah,
about
that's right.
the black-eyed peas. Now, do you do
Yeah.
the cabbage or the greens and then the cornbread as well?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, if you go to any reputable, really good barbecue shack in Texas, you're going to get some Southern greens. Good stuff.
Absolutely. Okay, well, this is all fantastic.
These are
I
good.
love it.
I like the black-eyed
Thank you
peas
so much.
mix thing.
Hey,
It's
before
good.
we let you go,
Good.
you're truly an expert when it comes to food and wine. So tell us about your new show, Good Taste with Tanji.
Yeah, actually, this is our 6th season. So we travel around the state of Texas and we introduce you to the restaurants. And it's not just about the food, it's about the people behind the restaurants. This is what you're seeing right there. This is the most popular segment in the show. It's all about my wine finds. I choose several wines each week to recommend to our viewers. And it's a story about heart and soul in the restaurant business. And I can tell you this year more than ever, I think we all identify with these folks and feel their plight. And I just want you guys to know, from all of us in Texas, we're open in Texas. Our hearts and our prayers have been with all of you in New York. I love New York City. I miss going there dearly, and I can't wait to go back. But a big shout out to your restaurant community. We feel your pain. We are rooting for you. We're doing everything we can on our end to help support you as well. So there is light at the end of the tunnel, and kudos to those that are fighting for their business and staying alive.
Absolutely.
We've got your back. We're with you.
Well said, Tanji, and could use all the support they can get because the restaurant industry is suffering at this time. But thank you. Thanks for showing us some of these great recipes, some great food, some great bubbly, getting us ready for the holiday.
You can follow us on Instagram, and all of our episodes are online at goodtaste.tv.
All right, Tanji, thank you.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy
Cheers.
New Year to you. Cheers.